Hello traders, this is a different video than you're used to seeing. We are live right now in a trade with SPXL. This is trade number 16 of a new trading plan that I've been working on. I back tested it over 100 days and found out that it was profitable even during the huge downturn of the market that we've seen in 2022. So that compelled me to begin forward testing, which we started at the end of May. Now we are at the beginning of July. This is trade number 16. We were entered into this trade automatically. I always place my orders out the day before or early before the market opens if I'm not able to do that. And the order gets filled based on the price action. It has nothing to do with me. I set the orders at a specific price based on what my trading plan tells me to do. And then my only job, if I get filled into a position, is to open up the platform at 3:55 p.m. We're a little early today because I wanted to make this video for you. And then at 3:55 p.m. is when I start watching the chart, paying attention to it, and starting to kind of work the trade. And I'll show you, you're going to see that live. We have a couple more minutes. In fact, you're going to hear my alarm go off in the background on my phone, and that is the alarm that I have set every single day that I'm in a position to tell me, hey, okay, now it's time to open up Webull and get ready to get out of this position. So you might notice that the price right now is dropping considerably and coming down below our position. I don't really care about that. Yeah, of course, I'd rather for this thing to shoot up and get out, you know, for a big win or something like that. But I'm just trying to show you guys the kind of real world of this trading plan. This is just a day in the life of trading this trading plan, and you're going to see things play out right here in front of you. I also want to take this time just to say that the benefits of this trading plan are that it really removes the trader from the equation almost entirely. There's very little you have to do. And that's what I really like about it. I'm really enjoying trading this plan because it's so hands-off, and so far it is profitable. This is trade number 16, and whether this trade wins or loses, this is still going to be a profitable plan at this point. We'll look at the statistics at the end, and here we are, like 30 seconds from my alarm going off, and so we're going to get ready to see something actually happen. The stop loss is placed ahead of time, and that's what I'm going to be moving once that alarm goes off and getting ready to get out of the trade. And there's a couple of different ways that I can get out of this trade, and I'll kind of explain those as things play out. So here we are. What I'm going to do is once that 355 candle starts to form, I'm going to let it completely form. There's my alarm to tell me, hey, now's the time to open up Webull. So right now, I am just watching and waiting for this candle to form, and once this candle forms, I'm going to move my stop loss up. And this is the only part that is slightly subjective. You know, where do you want to move the stop loss? You know, how much room do you want to give it? And that's the part that is kind of up to you. But I mean, I do have some suggestions. I have some guidelines, and they're all written in the plan, so it does make it a lot easier. But basically, right now, the goal is to get out of the trade before the market closes for the biggest profit possible or the smallest loss possible. But we must get out of the trade either right at the market close or within the 5-minute period before or right after, and I'll explain all of that as we go into it. So right now, I'm going to move the stop loss up to just below that 68.37 spot. So we're going to put it at 68.36. We might get stopped out there. If we do, that's absolutely fine. But I just want to give it a little chance to bounce up from here. It may or may not do that. I really don't know if it does. If this candle closes higher than this one, then I will most likely move the stop loss up to the low of this candle, thereby securing more profits than where it is right now. So let me just move this closer so that you can get a better idea of like where the stop loss order is. So the beauty of a trade like this is right now we can't lose money. We are guaranteed a profit. We just don't know how much. And we are only trading with one single share right now because we are just collecting data. This is still with real money though. This is real money. This is not paper trading. And one of my rules is whenever you're testing a new trading plan is you can only trade with one single share. And I mean, that should make sense if you kind of understand all the risks involved with trading. So let me move this up now, trying to kind of talk about the plan and work the trade at the same time. So obviously I just moved it to the low of this candle. So I'm looking for that to be support, and then I'll just follow the candles up as they go. This thing could flush down, reverse at any moment. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that my stop loss is in place, and either it's going to get hit or the price will continue higher, and I'll continue to move the stop loss following the price up, thereby maximizing the profitability of this trade. So again, it's not going to be a lot of profit money-wise. It's just one single share, but what we're doing is collecting data. I want to get to 100 real trades with real money. This is number 16, and then we'll decide how profitable this plan is and how much to increase our position size. So anyway, at the end of this video, right now we're just waiting for the price action to play out. At the end of this video, I will show you the spreadsheet and show you the data that I collected so far. So I could go ahead and move this up here to that 68.45 level. You could, of course, move it up to the low of this candle. This is the part that is up to you. Right now, this trade is a winner no matter what. It's just kind of a question of how much room do you want to give it. I mean, this thing could really go back up quite a bit because it fell so hard just in the last few minutes. So that's why I'm giving it a little bit more room right now. But again, you never know what's going to happen. There we go. There's a big move. So once this thing is past the half-minute mark, which you could see down here, then I kind of feel comfortable with moving the stop loss up again. So what was the low of this candle? 68.61. Let's go to 68.59. So we're adding a little bit more profit to the trade by doing this, or I should say kind of guaranteeing a little bit more profit. Now this thing could go higher or it could flush at this moment. So now we are on the last 1 minute candle, which this is really ideal. This is kind of what I wanted to show you. You know, what happens if you're kind of still in the trade as the market is closing. Instead of just chasing the price action up, what I like to do is I'm going to leave my stop loss here. And if it doesn't get hit before 4 p.m., then I'm going to use my hotkeys to close out of the trade right at the market close or just after the market closes, and I'll show you that. And that's just, again, another way to kind of maximize the profit. It's a little bit tricky because you do have to close out this stop loss order in order to do that, but it's as simple as just clicking that little X. So it's looking like we're going to get to see that live. The market is going to close in just a few seconds here. We might get stopped out just before that, it looks like. We got 8 seconds left. Let's see what happens here. So just take note, our stop loss was at 68.59. Okay, so now we have to close this order and get out. All right, and then we're going to close. There we go. So we got filled at 68.76. So I think we captured another, what was it at 68.59? So I'm sorry, I'm kind of like in a daze here. Let me just open up the orders. That was 68.76, I believe. Let's see here, view all orders, filled. Yeah, 68.76, and we were at 59, so 69 and 6. What is that, another 17 cents, I think? Because I think we were at 59. We were just below this. Yeah, so we captured another 17 cents by closing out with the hotkeys. Let me just show you really quickly, just in case you're curious, how I have my hotkeys set up so that I could do that. This is the keys that I hit, Alt-A. I have it set to order type limit, bid, 100%, so it doesn't matter how many shares you have, it's going to sell out all of them. The limit offset is just there to ensure that you get filled. Extended hours, yes. Good till canceled. All of this stuff needs to be selected. Do not select either of these, otherwise this will not work. And that's pretty much it for the trade. I mean, this is live. I'm not talking over a video. Let me go back to the chart page real quick. Well, not so quick, because we will always lags on this computer when I switch from my active trade settings back to the chart. So this trade is all done. After I'm done with this video, I'm going to place orders for the next trade, and we'll just take it from there. So we never ever hold past the market close, or you can see right there, I closed the trade out at the market close. So let me just put in the data here on our spreadsheet, and then we'll look at the statistics. So 68.76, I believe it was, isn't that right? Let me see here. Yeah, 68.76 was where we got out. So we made 57 cents per share. Of course, because we're testing, it's only one single share. And let me just fill in the rest of the data, and then we'll go over the statistics so far. So this column just keeps track of, was it a profitable trade? 1 is yes. And this column keeps track of, was it a losing trade? And 1 is yes, and 0 is no. And I'm just kind of using like a binary system there to help me keep track of everything. Was the trade taken? Yes, the trade was taken. You guys saw that. So yeah, so here we go. First trade was taken on May 25th. And we've taken 16 trades now as of July 6th. So we have taken about, I think it's about 57% of the trading days we have been triggered to take trades on. And these are our statistics so far. The win rate is 62.5%, which is near our expected win rate. When we back tested this strategy, we got a win rate of about 65%. But of course, that was over a 100-day period, so there's a lot more trades in there. So there's just the fact that we're close to that level at this point is a good sign. We've taken 16 out of 28 trades. The P&L is $9.74. Doesn't sound like much, but because we're only taking one single share trades, we're just trying to collect data to see if this thing is profitable. We've had 10 wins, 6 losses, total of 16 trades. I'm just going to go through these and make sure that it's everything here is up to date, like our average cost. I think we're going to have to, we're going to have to expand that. So you're seeing me do this live. This is off the cuff, so just bear with me for a second. We're going to update all of these statistics, and that way you guys know what's really going on with this plan. We're up 13.13% as of right now. This is like a return on investment. So I'm considering our investment the average cost of each one of these trades, because we are never holding overnight. We are just putting money in the day that we're triggered. We take it out at the end of the day, so we get that money back. So that's where I'm coming up with that number. And the average loss, that should be up to date, and the average win, we'll have to update that as well to include, I think it's H51. Let me just do that real quick, and so we can get the average winner is going to come down a little because that was kind of a low winning trade. And that's going to happen sometimes. The range of wins is kind of all over the place at this point. You could see at the beginning we had $1.33 per share, $5.42 per share, and then some as low as like 32 cents or even less, I think. So the range is pretty wide, but all that matters is that over time we're profitable. And so far we are. This is kind of the P&L curve of the strategy so far. So anyway, hopefully this video is helpful to you. I'm really excited about this plan, and I'm having fun trading it, a lot more fun than I was with the small cap plan, because that one, as you may know, got really grueling. We sat there watching the screener for an hour, trying to look for things to trade, and more often than not, there hasn't been anything to trade with small caps. So this is kind of cool because I set up my orders ahead of time, and either they get filled or they don't, and then the only thing I have to do is open up my broker at 355 and close out the trade. So that's pretty much it. If you want to know anything else about this trading plan or this strategy, just let me know in the comment section below. I do have the plan, the beta version of this plan as I'm trading it right now, is available at patreon.com/tradingarmor. I think it's a really cool plan for people that don't want to be stuck in front of their computers all day long or for even an hour at a time. This takes just a few minutes a day to set this up and to be active in the trade. It's a very passive trading system, and it's very low risk, and that's it. It's very simple. So anyway, hopefully this video is helpful to you. If it was, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, subscribe, and I'll keep on making more useful content for traders. As always, go in every single trade with a plan. Stick to that plan no matter what. Always take your stop losses, honor your profit targets, and in the long run, you should be green. Take care.